Friday night, time for crafts and pure delight. Paper, scissors, let's get started. With vintage tape, we'll be wholehearted. Every honey deserves her day in the sun. With enamel dots, we're ready for fun. Layer in circles and punch stars too. In the Late Night Crafty Club, it's all for you. Glue sticks ready, let's make a plan. Planners in the office, supplies in hand. Honey half-season wins the arrows. Crafting magic like true heroes. Every honey deserves her day in the sun. With enamel dots, we're ready for fun. Layer in circles and punch stars too. In the Late Night Crafty Club, it's all for you. Doodads and gumballs, let's create a scene. Join the club where we live our dreams. So grab your scissors and come along. Together we'll craft and sing our song. Every honey deserves her day in the sun. With enamel dots, we're ready for fun. Layer in circles and punch stars too. In the Late Night Crafty Club, it's all for you. It's all for you. Slip into jammies, grab something to sip. Stickers and golden scissors, let's take a crafty trip. The playbook's open with listers, got a list. In this crafty paradise, our dreams coexist. Every honey deserves her day in the sun. With enamel dots, we're ready for fun. Layer in circles and punch stars too. In the Late Night Crafty Club, it's all for you. It's all for you. Cards and pockets display our creativity. 32-pound paper, so smooth and buttery. Scraps your cards, help your ideas flow. What will you make during the Late Night Crafty Show? Cards and pockets display our creativity. 32-pound paper, so smooth and buttery. Scraps your cards, help your ideas flow. What will you make during the Late Night Crafty Show? It's all for you. It's all for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Late Night Crafty Club and the back of my RV. I am so happy, delighted. I can't begin to express how joyful I am that my friends have decided to join me this Friday. I see your little faces in the chat room. I'm so happy to see you. It is Friday. It is the best day of the week. 2 Fridays every month, sometimes 3. We gather here on the YouTubes to craft, to chat, to do some trivia sometimes, to giggle, to hopefully sit in our pajamas. Hopefully you guys are wearing the official uniform of the Late Night Crafty Club with your something to sip. And this is my official expression. Most of the time, this is the official expression of the Late Night Crafty Club. I speak as the official den mother. That's how I feel most of the time. Based on all of the technical glitches, which we continually experience. I do not know why, but we do. It's been 10 years and it just doesn't seem to get any better. Even when we use something as extraordinary as Starlink, we have tested, we have used every type of technology connection known on this earth, including what is not of this earth, what is out in space. And still. So I apologize if we appear to have any connectivity issues. I apologize in advance for any of that, any glitchiness. Mark did give me a heads up. He did give me a bit of a warning that appeared to be some of what was ahead of me tonight was dealing with that. But before I greet all my friends in the chat room, perhaps we could take a look at the squirrel cam for just a moment. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is snow. It snowed here. It snowed here over the last week. This is the last remnants are clinging to the ground. It is cold enough still that there's still snow out there. Oh, I can't begin to tell you just the joy in my heart after let's see. I think the last time we were ever in an environment where it snowed, I think, in my not so fantastic memory, I believe it was in 2018. I believe that is when the last time we were in somewhere where it snowed. Now, if it was in 2018, it was 2019, but I don't remember being somewhere where it snowed in 2019. I, again, could be wrong, but that would be the absolute latest. So that's a fair amount of time that I have been in the netherworld of California. And I'm sorry to my California friends when I say that to you. But that's why people love California, that love to live there, is they love that weather. However, I love the snow. I love the rain. So up here in Washington, there's some snow. All right. Okay. I just wanted to say that because, I can't tell you how happy I was that it snowed. So that's all I have to say. Now, if I lived somewhere like some of you girls who live like in Pennsylvania, New York, places like Colorado, places that have to dig out of the snow just to go to work, I probably wouldn't romanticize the snow. So when you get to stay home and work, yes, I think you can I have the privilege of being able to say, I love the snow. So yes. Anyway, that's all I have to say about the snow. All right. Hello, Miss Bethany. Hello and happy Friday. Hello, Miss Arlen. Hi, Jamie Rose. Hello, Miss Darlene. Hi, Radonna. Hello, Sherry Susan. Hello, Susan. Hello, Karen Clark. Hi, Edie. Hello, Penny Hen. Hello, Miss Justine. Hi, Rebecca Kilgore. It has been a minute and we're happy to see your face. Hi, Terry. Hi, Denise. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Victoria across the pond. Hello, Marie. Hello, Angela. Hello. Hi, Andrea. It's good to see your little face, eh? It's been a while since I've seen you. Hello, Mrs. Michelle Spencer. It's good to see you. Hi, Miss Connie. It's been a while since I've seen your little face. Good to see you. Hello, Miss Sharon Sullivan. Hi, Lacey in Nova Scotia. I'm sure it's very snowy where you are. Let's see. Susan is reminding everybody to hit that like button, the little thumbs up button. That does affect the algorithm. If everyone gives that button a oof at the same time, we may end up with a new friend tonight. You never know. That's happened before. Test the algorithm and we shall have a new friend. Hello, Miss Robin. Hi, Amy Hoffman. Hi, Benita. Hello, Miss Gail. Hi, Robin. Hi, Shelly. Hello, Claire across the pond. Hello, Shelly. Hello, Anna. Hi, Julie. Julie in Kansas. I bet it is very, very cold. Probably snowy too. Hello, Chris and Janice. Chris and Janice. Also probably experiencing the snow. Hello, Miss Stephanie Sawmiller. Making cards, being crafty. The most craftiest girl in the clubhouse. Hello, Miss Deb. Another Pennsylvania girl. Deb Gilgore, you are in good company. There are quite a few clubhouse members, community members in Pennsylvania. Hello, Miss Sherry Davis. Hello, Miss Ray. Hi, Miss Jenny B. Hi, Jennifer Dubs. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Heather. PA girl. Let's see here. Hi, Bren. There's Miss Janice. Thank you, Andrea. Some of you who hadn't heard the theme song are really digging it. Yay. Hi, Miss Kelly Anderson in Minnesota. Let's see here. I'm going through here. There is Miss Hi Diana. Hello, Miss Lillian. Yeah, some of you are having having audio issues. It's not you, it's me. I'm sure of that. Yes, Angela, the squirrel cam is back. I'm catching up to you. I'm way behind, as you can see. Okay, let's see. Hi, Jenny. No worries, she's gonna be a silent listener. We love lurkers. Arlen says 24 inches of snow here in Wyoming. Oh, I bet it's so nice and cozy there, I'm sure. Kelly says we're supposed to get 6 to 10 inches overnight and into tomorrow. You lucky duck. Okay. Mark is busy working on the audio. Right, Michelle? Michelle, I was so tempted to ask you if I could share that. Michelle Spencer is so sweet. I was teasing her because we were talking about how we were getting snow in Washington. Michelle's in the northern part of the state, and I'm down here more in more in the middle of the state. And so I was teasing her that she needed to send me she needed to make me a snow angel. I needed to have evidence of that. And she was so sweet. She accommodated me. She even had her nephew film a video of her making a snow angel for me. See, Michelle, I laugh even now. I'm going to play that thing over and over this summer. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. So I love that. Best gift ever. Okay, so Bethany has a tip. She said she closed out of the live stream and then she came back in, and that seemed to improve the situation. I'm sorry you have to do that. Hi, Marina. Buenas noches. It's good to see you. Welcome. Hi, Miss Patty P. Hello, Sean. Hi, Joy. It's good to see you. She said, finally got logged in so I can comment. Well, I'm glad to see your little face, my friend. I hope all is well. I was just looking through my stash the other day, and I saw some of the badges that I made for the Rainbow Craft House, that the event that we had, was it Rise and Seek? So it's good to see your little face. Like, there you are. Hi, Kat. Good to see you. Hello, Melissa from Arkansas. Hello, Lauren. Campbell's made it to 2 lives. I wish I had a badge for you. People should get badges for showing up over and over again. Hi, Joanne. Hello, Tenzi. 36 thumbs up, she says. I have way more people in this chat room than 36. So if you didn't pay your dues at the door... Look, I don't care about it. It doesn't mean anything to me, honestly. But what it does do is it pushes I don't know what the right word is. The algorithm of YouTube responds to activity, and one of the activities it loves is this. Either way, up or down, it doesn't seem to matter. It loves that, and so when YouTube sees that particular action, it sort of favorites your live stream, and it kind of gets it out in front of people who share the similar interests that I have tagged this live stream with. So people who have crafty channels, crafty interests. So when you take the time to do this, you are helping more friends come on board. Just saying. Just saying. So we want to have new friends like Miss Tenzi. Are you a new friend? Are you new to the Reset Girl community? Let me know. Sometimes, like, I love your names. I know you've been around for a long time. Some of you are new. Some of you are not new. You are just like finally saying something in the chat. So, which I love. You're free to be a lurker, though. It is totally fine. As a fellow lurker, it is totally okay if you do not out yourself and talk in the chat room. It is fine. Hello, Miss Lee. Amy Hoffman, you're so funny, right? I I totally could picture that scene in the movie or Overboard. What a cute movie that was. Okay, so Julie says we had 14 inches of snow 2 weeks ago. Oh, so jealous. We are in the state of Washington. Hello, Cece. She is watching from Inglewood, California. Well, I'm glad to see your little face. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Stacy Burns. She's, well, Amy, you're a Jersey girl. I didn't know that. She says, I can't wait to never see the snow again. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, for those of you who've grown up with snow, lived with snow, had to deal with snow, I'm sure I sound like a wild-eyed little innocent, but I am a San Diego girl, okay? That's where I spent my childhood, in the Bay Area of California. There's never snow. I grew up with palm trees, okay? So it is a novelty to me. So please forgive me, show me grace, because I'm sure I sound, I sound like I have no idea what you've been through living in a snowy world. All right, my sweet, sweet friends, I am so happy you're here. We're gonna have some fun. So if you joined me last Friday, see, it doesn't feel like it was that long because it was, but yet it does. So last Friday, we were right here having the Late Night Crafty Club. And I discovered a rekindled passion, if you will, for my Dress the Honey activity. Do you all remember what Dress the Honey is from? Because I am prepared to remind you. When we were releasing the playbook, the Crafty Club playbook every season, we had a page in there and it was called Dress the Girl. It was Dress the Honey. Because I'm going to show you one and it says Dress the Girl. So it was me collecting a bunch of different illustrations. They were like hand-drawn illustrations from all of my many little sewing pamphlets. And so when I could find these ones that were just kind of like, they were just hand illustrations from sewing, but they didn't have any patterns in their dresses. They were just kind of blank and they were black and white. I thought, oh, those would be great for coloring, like a coloring page. So we used as many as I had in my arsenal and eventually we ran out. So I have something to show you tonight. But I wanted to refresh your memory just so you would understand where all this is coming from and what I had been doing with them in the past, because I used to do all of this Crafty Club playbook. I have so many names for everything. I can't keep it all straight. The Crafty Club playbook used to be the cornerstone of all my little crafting activity on the Late Night Crafty Club. So I use this as pretty much a lot of the stuff I would do on this platform. So this is stuff that I have. You can go back and watch the many dozens and dozens of Late Night Crafty Clubs that are still up on my YouTube channel. But I just wanted to show you. So let's do a little dive down onto my desk. So here is one this is the 2019 edition, and this is like the summer. So I just wanted to show you some of the ways in which I used my scrapbook paper, which is my favorite way to do them. I don't tend to color in their bodies or anything. Well, technically I do. Their faces, their arms and hands, I do. But their garments are actually scrapbook paper. And that is where, my friends, the magic is. So like this right here, this was a crepe paper. It was the Poolside collection, which was so cute. Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite collections. I need to start stalking like eBay and stuff and see if anyone ever has any of that in there, like willing to let it go. Once in a while that happens. But anyway, Poolside was a favorite collection, so that was something I used. This is another crepe paper. I can tell, I can't remember. Wonder, I think is what that is, or Poolside. No, that's Poolside. This is Poolside. Anyway, just an example. And then here we go on to another one. That's definitely Wonder from Crepe Paper. So this was like so fun. Like, look at the fun little necklace I made her. It's actually, I think it's like a little word strip sticker, but I made a necklace out of it, and I made her a necklace. So it was so much fun. Like, I started really getting into this. Like, I was a little fashion designer. I'm very, 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 very inspired by Project Runway. I'm totally obsessed with binge watching that show right now, and I think that has a lot to do with why, like, I'm so fired up to do the dress the honey again. So this was another set of honeys, summer, and then let me go back. This is winter of March. That's probably one of my most favorite tops that I ever did. Is I managed to cut this with the scrapbook paper, had some like type in it, and I cut that a certain way. She has a dress made out of Crepe Paper, my favorite paper company. She's wearing a little belt. Again, this is all scrapbook paper, and I just like cut it, which I always do, making a little pattern out of vellum, which I'm going to show you because that's what I did last week. And then moving on to another collection of girls. So it's just so much fun. I think this is the very first set I ever did, and it's just fun. She's a map dress. It was really fun, kind of discovering that if you position the paper in certain ways, that you could really get some really graphic prints out of it and just make it look like true, like fashion, you know, and make it look really, really cool. So last Friday, I did these two girls, and I had so much fun. My only regrets is that I did not color in their skin first and then put their clothes on, because I would have discovered that I didn't love the way I did the coloring. I probably would have worked at it harder to get their skin smoother. I was using alcohol markers, and I was doing it for the first time. So I hadn't even practiced a whole lot. I was using a combination of markers and pencils. Now, I did, since you have last seen me, I did buy another set of pencils. So now I have these pencils, which are Black Widow pencils, and these ones are in darker tones. So now I can do honeys in the darker tones that hopefully are a little bit more true to the skin tones, with darker skin tones. I just felt like the ones I had weren't, I don't know, I just didn't feel like they were reading right. So I did get those. I upgraded to a proper, nicer set of pencils. And then I did get myself these skin tone alcohol markers. And the reason why I got these is because this particular set had the brush tip. And I'm hoping that the chisel is just too difficult to use on such skinny little pieces. Trying to fill that in with the chisel, I don't like it. So I wanted to try a brush tip, which is, in my mind, would be a lot easier to use. And I also didn't love the skin tone colors of the big marker set that I have. I just felt like, I don't know. I guess it was just another excuse to buy markers, but be that as it may, I have a lot of honeys to color. So I have a lot of honeys that I'm going to show you. So they will get put to use. So that's what I am up to. That's why I wanted to give you a little update in case you missed out last Friday of what I am doing. And I did want to show you, so there is a Dress the Honey page. This is from January. This is in the shop. These are the activity pages. So there's Dress the Honey pages in each of the activity page sets. So she is the star of the show in January. These two lovely ladies are in the February pages, and that is what I did to them. And also, one of the little things I do with the Cozy Craftivity journals is I do like to do this thing where I put, like, I kind of crop the outlined versions of them in different ways, like, so they're parts of their body. I think it's cool because I like abstract kind of things sometimes. So I am cropping them in different ways. There's a full-size version of her right there. So if you wanted to practice, there's another version of her right there. So if you wanted to practice, you can. I actually was doing that. I was coloring with her, testing out my pencils earlier before we started. Now, having said that, I did want to give you a little tip because I realized part of the problem when you do the coloring, if you want to actually start doing that and getting good at it, or, you know, like that becomes something that you really enjoy. I do think that 32-pound paper actually might be kind of perhaps a challenge or a roadblock. 32-pound paper is smooth and buttery, as the song says. And it doesn't have a lot of tooth to it because that's really not its function. It's not meant to be this fabulous paper for coloring and art. The reason why I always recommend it for our playbooks and such is because it always holds up great to like fountain pens and art journaling. So you can put like watercolor and you can get it moist, and it stands up to all those things really well. So I just feel like it's an all-around fantastic paper. If you use it as a planner paper, it is smooth and buttery. It is a fantastic, elegant experience. And I think that if you are a very analog person and you are a printable person, this is my philosophy, and it's why I've been recommending it for probably the last 9 years of the Reset Girl, is because I just feel like it elevates your experience. And some of the things that we have, which are more archival, you know, like some of your journaling projects, some of your planner projects, your playbooks, some of those things that you'd want to hold on to, and some of the journally planner things that you do, they are more just enjoyable to use when you have that scrumptious paper. And until you actually use 32-pound paper, you just do not understand what I'm saying right now. You're just like paper schmaper. And I'm telling you, no, it is not paper schmaper. It will change your life. Girls in the chat room, if you hear my voice right now, please, choir, please, hallelujah. Can I get an amen on 32-pound paper? Are you a believer? In addition to that 32-pound paper, the golden scissors, they are wonder twins. They come together. They are peanut butter and jelly, Bert and Ernie. I'm telling you, there is nothing in the world like 32-pound paper and the golden scissors. They are the foundational recommendations of the Reset Girl. And I'm going to throw in that $5 photo paper. It's $6 now, but that $5 photo paper is also fantastic. Fantastic. So, if you have never treated yourself to 32-pound paper, just saying. Now, having said that, I don't know that it makes for the best coloring experience, because I'm kind of wondering if when you are laying down all of these kind of waxy or water, I see wax pencils and the watercolory pencils, I'm just not sure how they're behaving on the paper. It's a little sus. Kelly Anderson, it's suspicious. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. And because when you like buy the coloring books, like let's say you go on Amazon and get one of the cute little coloring books. These are printed. If Amazon prints them for you, like a KDP kind of printing situation, Amazon's paper is not quality paper. They just don't offer anything close to a 32-pound experience. So you're going to get paper that's more toothy, and it's going to be great for coloring. It's going to be great for all of your markers and your pencils and your pens. It's going to behave differently. The 32-pound paper is a little too smooth. And so I'm just not sure if that would change the game if you were using a toothier paper like a 28 or 24. I almost feel like that paper is like closer to a 24, just to let you know. And there might come a day in which I have to use that. I'm just warning you now. I am going to be uploading some of my projects onto the Amazon platform for Amazon to print and to ship for me. So I will have to disclose that because my customers, my audience is used to my standards of the scrumptious paper, and you might be thinking you're going to get a scrumptious paper product. And I will just have to tell you that they don't offer scrumptious paper. So, but they offer paper that is great for, you know, these just, you know, craft, just simple crafty stuff. Simple crafts. So, there you go, Kat. Thanks, Kat. She says, you're right. It is too smooth for colored pencil work. Okay. So if you are feeling like, you know, like you're a really pencil-y person and you really like you have colored pencils and you really like that kind of stuff, just, I've been sitting here practicing and I'm kind of thinking that my Nancy Drew work is right on target because I'm seeing that it's not working out the way I wanted to. Now, having said that, can I just show you? I need to show you. Let's take a tour of the honeys that are coming down the lane. The Dress the Honey Girls. Look at this stack of them. So these were all hand-drawn. No AI here, okay? The AI coloring, so many coloring books that are being sold on Amazon are all AI. Sorry. Many of them are, okay? The really quality ones are not. And so many people are trying to copy the quality ones by using AI. However, there are some really big tell giveaways when someone is using AI. And unfortunately, those people are not cleaning up their work and like, you know, just not using those particular images. They're just throwing them in there and it makes for a really bad product. So when human beings draw your honeys, they're beautiful. They're perfect. They don't have multiple fingers. They don't have, because that's one of the tricky things with AI is they have a lot of little glitchy things. And we see that when we've tried using it too. We've seen they can be very glitchy. So these are all hand-drawn for us. And I think they are absolutely fantastic. They are based on actual honeys we've used in our collections, like New Chapter and Shine and Smitten. So some of the ones we actually have, we've just had them re-illustrated and they're so beautiful. So these are some of the lovely girls. They are going to be turned into a book. Aren't they cute? And you'll notice that their outfits are fairly simple. And the reason why, this is a Forever Fall girl. The reason why is because I want you to be able to design their clothes with paper if you wanted to. So I wanted them to be not only easy to color, but also easy to put the paper garments on them if you wanted to. So I didn't want like fussy details all over them because I think that kind of makes it hard to paper. Plus I want to invite you to do all of that yourself. And that's why I wanted to kind of start working with these a little bit more because I have quite a lot of them. I did not realize we had as many as we do. So aren't these so fun? So all of these girls, some of them might look familiar to you. Isn't she cute? This one was hand-drawn by Vanessa, I believe. Vanessa is the one who originally drew the Camp Wanna-Craft map for us with all the cute little camp buildings and everything. I think she is the one that did this. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. She's drawn some girls for us. This might actually have been one of the guys. I don't know. And then there's this. I love this girl. She's from a New Chapter. The girls with the glasses. That was a very glasses heavy collection. I think that girl's Forever Fall. Aren't they fun? And I'm telling you, I have been all over Amazon checking out coloring books. I've not seen any coloring book with the quality of these girls in the mid-century modern style. I haven't seen anybody have the very sewing pattern looking girls. They're not these. Okay, so sorry, Mark corrected me. It was the same guy who's done these is the same one who did that. She is so cute. So anyway, look at all these girls. Aren't they going to be fun? I'm excited. So I have like a whole pile to use. She's a new chapter lady. Oh, I love her. She's one of my favorite honeys to use in design. I love her so much. I love her little outfit. I just used her in something recently. One of the graphics I used her. She is one of the girls that I just did. What did I just use her in? Is she this girl? She's this girl. She's just flipped around. I just recognized that. So she is her. She's just flipped over. So anyway, I'm just letting you know that this is a project that we have had behind the scenes for quite a while, and we're going to be releasing this as one of our first books, published books going on Amazon, which is so exciting. Oh my gosh. I have some journals, which I've shown you guys that have like our original artwork, you know, from different projects that we've done over the years as the Reset Girl. So some of those are going up there. They will not have 32-pound paper in them. But yes, so these are them. I'm so excited. So that's why they are going slowly into these pages to be used. But I did want to show you that you do have some opportunity to kind of practice and color in some of them, and that you could kind of put clothes on them, which is what I thought I would do. Like there's a girl, there's an outfit here and an outfit on the back, and then you have a full-size girl here if you just wanted to try it. I know Miss Bonita, she did that in her book, which I thought was so cool, and she shared it in the clubhouse. So the honeys are not available for download. We're going to I haven't decided yet how, because there's a lot here. This is actually much more than a coloring book would normally have. So we're gonna figure out how we're going to do this, but it's really, once you have your artwork, it's very quick to get a book onto Amazon. It takes no time at all because it's a print on demand situation. So once we get it up there, you guys can be able to order it right away. So I will definitely let you know when there is a book available. I'm thinking there's almost 2 books here in this stack. So we will continue putting them in our activity pages. So they'll always be part of that, but then there'll be this other format of them too, which I think will be a lot of fun. So, especially I think it's a lot of fun to put the paper clothes on them. And I highly encourage you to kind of challenge yourself to do that, because, it's so much more fun than just coloring them, because you can challenge yourself to use your paper and you're like picking out different things, testing how they look together, mixing up the patterns together. So it's really about, I think it's like kind of strength training and testing your skill level. And it's just another fun way to work with your paper stash and kind of see the stuff that you like. And I'm telling you, after watching, like I am now, let's see, I have 2 more seasons to watch of the regular Project Runway, all 20 seasons of it. Because there was like a few seasons I never got to see. And then the All-Stars seasons, I'd only ever seen 1 full season of that. So I have like a few more to go there. So I'm like all caught up in Project Runway world. To me, it is so stimulating, creatively. And I think there's all kinds of ways to be, I think, re-energized with your creativity. For some people, it can be, watching cooking or baking. That can be, something that's exciting to watch. There's the sewing channels. There used to be a channel that was about crafting that it was a competition show. I've seen shows that are like, there was a really fabulous British show that me and my mom watched during lockdown, where it was like there was 2 seasons of it, and it was so wonderful. It was like aspiring interior designers, and it was a competition that they were all in, and that they had to be challenged to do different designs on different buildings and rooms. So it was the same concept, but in a different genre. And watching those type of things to me is extremely stimulating because it's so interesting watching people in different other niches that still have to deal with paper, pattern, spacing, seeing how things measure, seeing how things look, following trends in that space. I mean, there's so many different elements that you're thinking about when you make something. And I just think that it's so, I don't know, it's so fun to think about. It just makes me feel like your that input is just kind of elevating your thought process and how you start looking at your supplies, how you start looking at the things that interest you. Like tonight, when I was gathering my little papers, looking at my stuff, it's almost let me show you. I was like doing a little shopping in my stash. So I was gathering things like I was a stylist. Like I'm going to be dressing these girls tonight and this would be fun and this would be fun. And oh, look, and I have some of these fun my little teardrops, which I remember one summer I made a whole skirt out of these little teardrop punched papers, which was a really fun, that was like the very, very first camp reset that was like the paid version. It was 2018. So I made that for one of my projects. And it was so cool. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I pull those out? Maybe I can make a necklace. Maybe I can make a cool, like something for like the lapels or like a trim. So I start looking at these as like accessories, and just that it becomes a totally different way to look at something that was just rather benign on your desk. Suddenly now you're looking at it as, ooh, look at those little stickers. Suddenly they look like trim for a dress. Those little what are those called? The enamel dots are suddenly earrings, or they could be buttons. So things become transformed when you start applying them in a different way. So that can completely reignite your creativity if you've gotten into a little slump and you're just not feeling inspired to do like art journaling. Art journaling, in my opinion, sometimes needs a little bit more. I feel like sometimes you need to be a little bit more in a creative flow to really be doing something with it and feel happy about it. When I look at some people who do art journaling, I feel like sometimes there's art journaling is so subjective, and there's so many, it's some people can slap 3 items together and write a little bit, and that's art journaling. It's not about beauty and it's not about perfection. It is just about creative expression, and that can mean many, many things to people. But I find it to be very difficult to do unless I am in a flow state, unless I am in a really highly creative season, because I really want to make things that are beautiful. So this is a very enjoyable activity that is not pressure. I don't have to write anything clever. I don't have to write anything profound. I don't have to find a bunch of different materials to come together to make a beautiful spread. It is this, and it's a small little canvas, just like the index cards, that I've been doing, the Scrapture cards. That's a small canvas too. But even those are a little bit more work than this can be. So the first step is just coloring them like a coloring book. Coloring books are like your entry point to just having something simple when you are just, I am dead. I just have had the longest week. I am just saying that is the simplest way to keep yourself on your little floating raft, your life raft of staying on in your creative flow. Just that much. Choose coloring. Just something as simple as that. Sometimes choosing colors is stimulating to your mind. Coloring in something is so soothing and satisfying. Just having a simple creative hobby like coloring can be very satisfying. They even have coloring that is not like coloring in something, but they have these little ones that are like dots on the end, and you're literally just dotting in. They are very popular with children, but they have the kind of these, they're really fun. They're called dot markers. even those can be, I've kind of wondered if I should get some too, because they look so cute. But you can make like little pictures with them. They make special little dot marker books. I'm just saying, for those of you who feel like I'm not crafty right now. I just don't feel creative. I just haven't been crafting, creating. I haven't been doing any of that. I'm just saying some pencils or markers and a coloring book. Get back to your 12-year-old self. Get back to your 10-year-old self. Get back to that girl who used to love to do that. Your old self, the little girl self who used to spread out on the living room floor on your tummy and color and color and color. You know, that's who a lot of us used to be. That's why a lot of us are doing this as at the age we are now, is because we used to be those little girls. We used to be the colors with the big box of Crayolas. We used to be the girls that would choose to be the little artists rather than, the running around doing all the active stuff. Oh, just me? So I'm just saying that is the simplest way to stay creative. So this is the Dress the Honey project is just, I wanted to keep introducing these very simple crafts that are still super satisfying and still can be very stimulating and challenging. Because I think that is really what my brand has always been about, is just the super fun, to me, super fun, super simple, challenging you in small little ways for, us grown-up girls. Everything I tend to steer you towards is really about like the stuff we used to do when we were younger, just elevated, Okay, that is a whole lot of talking, but completely worth it. We needed to have a little bit of a cheerleading, because I know that for us grown-ups that have full-time jobs and families, and those kids always want to be fed, and then those grandkids, they always want something from you. You need to have a little time for yourself, a little peaceful place, and doing something a little bit that's just satisfying, a little something. And I'm telling you, this will be a really this will be yet another little thing in your arsenal that you can choose from, especially when I hopefully inspire you, show you different ways that, like, beyond coloring, that this can go. So Joy calls it low stakes crafting, low lift, not heavy lifting, the low lift kind. So hi, Miss Kathleen. Hi, Heather Hansen. Hi, Teresa Kaufman. Yes. Some of you are also doing the coloring of the honeys. Hi, Rebecca Evanoff. Yes, it is. The coloring book is a gateway craft drug. That's what she said. That's very funny. And oh, Heather, that's very sweet. She says, I love my Clubhouse subscription. I'm not in there often, but I find it worth every single penny. So our Clubhouse membership is open all the time. So you can join at any time. You can cancel at any time. And often people will cancel for a period and then rejoin again. So that we've had the membership for, I want to say, almost 5 years, and it's kind of gone through different iterations. So it is very much geared towards just really trying to get you into your creative self, expressing that through different means, different ways, including, for many of you, through faith. That's something that can go hand in hand. Also, I think it's important, I really do, is just is the nostalgia aspect of it, is really tapping into that little kid part of us, that it is about the carefreeness of crafting like we did when we were kids, not putting so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect. I don't know why we started doing that as adults, but I don't remember doing that to myself as a kid. I don't know what happened there, but that's really a hallmark of so much of what I have done, and why we had Camp Reset. We're going to have Camp Reset again, because I think it's important that we get back into that cycle of refreshing and resetting our mind about, staying just, I don't know, keeping ourselves young at heart. And I think that's a really important thing to remind ourselves. And that's why these fun little youthful craft projects are kind of like a really good reminder, and something simple you can do with your kids or your grandkids. Let us not forget that. That's a wonderful memory building thing you can do. And you can show off your crafty skills. Impress those kids. Oh yeah, my mom can color. So anyway, so the clubhouse is open. You can join at any time. There's a $5 level and a $15 level that includes the Cozy Craftivity Journal, along with a private live stream with me, in which I come in, and there is a whole part of that level that is about helping you, if you wish, to be accountable to gentle goals, those kind of goals where you set for yourself that are like creative goals, simple, easy goals, things that you're not being hard on yourself. We don't have a hustle culture going on. So anyway, it has been a lot of fun. We have a monthly theme every month. And of course, this is the same wonderful community in the chat as we have in the clubhouse. So that's what's so wonderful. So I did see someone say that they said hello, and I am here. I'm trying to find that little name, that little face. Who said hi? I'm here. Let me see. Did I miss this? What did I miss? Oh, I'm so sorry. Did it get deleted? Why are my eyes not seeing it now? Shara. I hope I'm right. And happy Friday from Vancouver, Canada. Hey, I am happy to see your little face. Welcome, welcome to the Late Night Crafty Club. Okay. All right. So, okay. So after all of that, that's Cori, too much talking, not enough crafting. This is not supposed to be the late night chatty club. So, what would I like to do? What would you like to do? What are you crafting tonight? What are you making in the Late Night Crafty Club? Am I picking a new girl? I think I want to pick a new girl. I feel like I have all the girls here. It's like squee. It's like who don't I want to pick? Right now they're getting picked as always by their outfit. It's always about who's wearing what. What do I feel most inspired to work on? What can I do with their outfit in the moment? Hi, Mary. Oh, thanks, Patty. Yeah, maybe you guys are you're working while I'm talking. That's good too. Keep on coloring while I'm just talking. Talking. It's what I do. Should I? The only problem is, let me show you this. Okay, I won't show you. I won't show you that. Let's see. I'll go. Oh, I'm picking this girl. We're going with this girl. I have to sneeze. Okay, bless me. And I'll be right back. Just 1 second. Okay. I am turning on. I'm turning on my little fireplace. Okay, so I had this girl, and I was trying to color her in, and I was actually I was having a lot of fun with it. And that's when I realized, I think these these pencils are struggling on this paper because I can actually see that the pencils are getting shiny on here. So I'm thinking that the 32-pound paper might be a hindrance. One of the tools that I really love, and this is if you want to get fancy, is Mark is the one that told me about this tool, and I absolutely love it, but neither of us can remember the proper name for it. It has a weird name. And what it does basically is it just kind of smears your stuff around. Smudge stick. Thank you. So I used it when I was doing all of my fun little sketching. This is why Mark told me to get it, is because it blends out all of your, like, see how that's kind of rough right there? The smudge stick blends everything so it makes it more solid, and it blends it out really beautifully. It is the coolest tool. I feel like I almost use it more than the pencil. It just softens everything and brings everything together. So when you use a paper with a lot of tooth, like this paper is kind of like that. Do you guys remember that creamy paper we used when we were kids? It was like our first drawing paper. This paper is a lot like that. It's very toothy. And like you can really see it like blend in, and you can see it like as I'm doing it, how it's just kind of smearing that.
You're right, it is called a blending stick.
Okay, thank you. So this kind of tool is really great when you use pencils. Now the charcoal is the ideal medium for it, but I do think it seems to be, it does have an effect on it when you're using it here. I'm thinking it would probably work okay. Yeah, Deb, that's what I thought too, is they were called a stump. But Amazon calls them blending stumps. So anyway, I was trying to put like makeup on her, which is a lot of fun, is like trying to like give like cheek hollows. And so I found that when you do like a darker skin tone, like building up the different colors instead of just putting a solid color, I've been working on like blending colors, layering one color after another to get to the deepest tone. So that's been some of the things like I was practicing. So if you want to do like practice stuff and like get yourself some like skin tone pencils, because that's really all you have to do with the honeys is just have some skin color if you wanted to just strictly use your paper stash and start to dress them. So that is what I am going to do here. I do have, as I said before, I'm going to do I am going to work on their olive and leather. I'm not sure what leather means. I am going to try to do their skin before I do their clothes, because as I learned last week, once you put all that fabulous paper down, it's like you are really hosed, because you can't recreate that, but you can recreate. Oh, now I have charcoal all over this. Let me see all the stuff I have on here. Do I have a new one? Okay, I think that's better. Is it blending it? I think that this one has gotten too much charcoal on it. How do you here, I'm gonna try and clean it off with my gold scissors. There we go. So does it work on a toothier paper is my question. Does it work with these? That's what I used last time, Julie, is I have those too. So I do have them as well, and I tried to use them last week. I just didn't find them to be ideal for the darker skin tone. So I wanted to get just like the not magic colors, it just like more like normal colors to see if that made that a little better. So I'm just testing really fast to see here if what am I gonna get. When I first started doing the honeys, I had just 2 pencils in my arsenal. That's all I ever had, was just 2. Yes, CC, that's the app for the Clubhouse. It's Mighty Network is the name of the app that we use. It is an app-based platform, which is really nice because you can access it on your phone really easily. Okay, so I think I'm just going to color in her hand with some flesh tone here, and I'm going to go over it again with another. I absolutely love the looking at all of that shading up close. I just think that is so, so beautiful. But then I also think her drawings are also very her ladies always feel very magical. They always feel like they're not like they're otherworldly. They have a very what's the right word? I can't think of the word. They don't feel like they're just regular women. So I think I don't know if that shading style is what makes them look so. See, it's like to me that looks so flat, and so I don't know. So to me, this is a really fun way to kind of practice like shading and the deepening of the skin tone and practicing with your pencil because it's such a small area to do stuff in. You know, because you want to practice like how would this look when you have like a shadows and you know when things are when you deepening the colors because no one has like a flat skin tone. There's always kind of like shadows to people's skin and kind of more of a layered effect when you color something in. So that can be really fun. So now I'm going to do the hard part, which is her face. This is the lightest. This is light mocha. Let me see what is the lightest skin tone here. Ethereal. Deb, that's the perfect word. Her girls have a very ethereal look. They do not look like just an ordinary girl. I do like her pencils. I don't know. There's not as much. I don't know. I feel like there's compared to these have much bigger color payoff though. I will say that now that I'm got both of them in my hand. But I love Jane Davenport stuff. She has the best marketing. Just her the way she packages things and the names that she comes up for. It's like that girl has me at hello. I want all the things just because of how she talks about them. That's brilliant marketing right there. So of course, when you have somebody, they're gonna have like a shadow under their neck, obviously. So I'm guessing I am not a professional by any means, so I'm guessing at that. I also think what Jane does really good is she knows like she's very into the whole idea of like giving people that kind of like makeup face, so she's like really good at giving that to you and her products. So like giving, her pencils have those names, the products. Like she even has like a whole set of things where you have like makeup applicators and stuff to put the product on them, which I think is, again, brilliant. I had to have these pencils shipped from Australia. I didn't get them here. I got a few of her things. But I never bought any of her stuff when it was like here in the States, like in, I think it was in Michael's, but I didn't buy any of it when it was here. And I don't know if the pencils were sold here in stores or not. I just, I got them straight from her website. Just, and they're so pretty. But these Black Widow pencils are more like an artist type. They're very, I know that they're well loved by artists, and I can attest that the color quality is like I'm getting much more color out of them. So I'm just trying to give her some shadow to her face so she's not flat. And I'm guessing that it's like building up those layers is probably the best way to do it. And then I'm gonna dress her. So I'm just trying to not give her a weird colored face. Soft skin. Let's try this. Let's go with Jane. Let's go. Let's go here. Okay. Okay, so her hands look kind of yellow to me. Are they yellow on camera? So how do I make you a little bit more not... Maybe you need to be olive toned. Maybe you are an olive toned girl. Let's see. What do I have? I'm just guessing. And sometimes I guess wrong. Mud. There we go. Olive gold. Let's see. I don't know. I do know that hang on one second. I do know that I need to deepen this. I'm going to deepen that. Now I have the My Three Sons theme song in my head. Why is that? Why? Do you ever find that to be true? Is that you're just minding your own business and like the strangest theme song or song, what is that called? A jingle, a commercial, something weird will just pop into your head. Why do our brains do that to us? It's like, I could have used that brain cell for something way more important, way more constructive. Ah. So, if you want to practice, this whole fun thing, if you want to start out and you're on a budget, you don't need to get like expensive pencils or artist grade pencils. You can certainly start out with something simple. There are so many different options for like the skin color. There's a lot of companies now that are very into making skin color pencils, multicultural. I remember years ago, Crayola was so cool. Back in the 90s, they offered a multicultural pack of crayons. I think they were like the very first to do that, and I think that was so neat. I was like really into collecting all the special packs that they offered. They had all these different like themed ones. They went through a a period of time where they kept releasing these different fun little like limited edition crayons. They had like some that were different smells. They had ones that were glitter. And I used to collect them. I don't know why. But they had these multicultural ones, that's what they called them. And it was so cool. And I know that they do have like they have pencils that are like that. And what's that other company? Shuttle Art and Rose Art are very much a budget kind of product. I don't it's all about price point. Those are very much not, I would not call those as a good quality product, but they're definitely budget friendly. So if you don't really want to invest in stuff and you just want something simple, because again, these are very small areas that you're coloring in, so you don't really need to have fancy stuff. So if you just want something really simple, even like Rose Art and Shuttle Art could fill that role very, very simply. You can also get open stock pencils, which is what I did. That's what I have. In fact, they might even be in this box. Open stock pencils at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. So you can just buy flesh toned pencils. They're not in here. I have them somewhere else apparently. And they could that's what I used to do all of my Dress the Honeys for a very long time. Obviously, just up until now. Up until now. Okay. Got this weird cast now on her face because I use this olive pencil. Now she's going to forever have this strange little thing going on. Which one is this? Deep contour. She looks like she has a bruise on her, right here. And you don't have what do you call it? An eraser either. There's no way to white it out. Okay, so I'm getting closer to the end of this little odyssey. What is that, light mocha? Okay, so I'm going to keep going with light mocha. So when it comes to the coloring, what I like to do is go in little pieces, go back and forth like this, and then go the opposite direction, like a little hash mark. So I have been working on, I'm just going to come out and say it. I have been working on some camp reset stuff. Camp reset planning. I'm just going to say it because I want to be accountable for making it happen. I am really afraid to do it. So I just need to come out and say it. I'm afraid. And I don't want to be afraid. I want to launch another camp reset this year. I want to bring back it's a 10-year anniversary for the Reset Girl. I want to do something really fun, and that was the most fun, most exciting thing that I ever did in my whole Reset Girl history. So that's what I want to do. So I'm going to hold myself accountable by telling you this is what I'm doing, and I'm getting started early so that I leave myself time to do it. Okay, hash mark, hash mark. So hopefully you'll be excited about that too. I am always trying to figure out, so like, what is the best month to do it? Is it June or is it July? You know, that's the next question, is when is it the best time to do it? I think the first year I did it, I think I launched it in late July. That's how I did it the first time. And I've done it different ways. I've did different lengths of camp. So sometimes I've done it as long as 10 weeks. That was during our lockdown season. I thought that would be a really great way for people to kind of forget we were having a really rough year that year. And then I've done, I think it's always been at least a minimum of 5 weeks. I don't think it's ever been 4. So I'm just trying to like, how should I do it this time? And I want to restore it to its glory, its original glory, its original purpose. You did just hear Camp Reset, Lisa. Your ears did not fool you. Did not fool you. So there will be a lot of like, there's a lot of stuff that I can do now that I couldn't do then. This will be the first year that when I launch it, you guys will finally be able to keep things because I finally have a platform that we have for a lifetime. So there's that. That's a good thing. It's not something that it's like you'll have the access to it. You'll have access to things. It won't be like it was in the past. So that's cool. And the materials that I can offer will be different because I can do stuff now, you guys. I know how to do stuff. So it's very exciting. It will be a really exciting, very creative endeavor. So this is how like I am being creative with my time, is like dreaming up new fun things to introduce and do, because like that really brings me so much joy, is inventing fun things for you guys to do. It really does. And I think Camp Reset was the most happy I was ever in my life in doing anything, was just that. And I miss that so much. So I want to get back to that. And I think that, doing the Late Night Crafty Club, that just is like a lovely bridge, that keeps the little crafty spirit going. And then I have the membership is a little hub, a little place for people to gather, that really love being part of a community, love having each other to talk to and be supportive. And it is a really wonderful community. There's really tough things that we go through, especially as we're all getting older. There's so many challenges. We're losing our parents, our health. We're having a lot of different health issues now. There's so many things, so many challenges, and it's really lovely to have a community that's very kind-hearted and caring. And so those are lovely things, because a lot of us are not really in a place where some of us may not have a lot of friends or connections or people to talk to, or just, even share stuff with, that, our creative projects and stuff, which might be meaningful to us, but maybe other people in our lives they're not impressed. That's just not stuff that they would be, they get. I feel like her hands are very different in color, and I need to figure out. I think it's this. Was it this thing, this color called leather? I'm not sure that I ever want my skin to be a shade that would be referred to as leather. That's not the word I want to be describing my skin tone at all. So anyway, so yeah, that's what we got going. I have a really cool new fun platform that we never had before. So that's where I will be hosting it, hosting camp, and it's going to be really fun. I am going to bring the magic. I am I've really been doing a lot of soul searching about what brings me happiness and joy, and like what do I want to do with this, with my path. What do I want to do? You know, there's so many different directions you can go when you have a little business, and that has meant a lot to me. I really love creating experiences, and so that's what's gonna happen. So I will keep every late night crafty club. I will just give you little updates so that I will be accountable. I can't do the whole just kidding. Aw, that's so true, Michelle. Thank you for reminding us. Miss Michelle Johnson would always have a sweet little chant. Camp, we love camp. We lost our sweet Michelle, our very funny Michelle, last year. A dear member of the community, and the Late Night Crafty Club, and all of the different events that I've had. Thank you, Michelle Spencer, for reminding us of that. Thank you, Lisa, for reminding us of that too. Mark just pointed. I have my head down. I'm not looking. I just looked up at one comment. Okay. I know it seems like I'm never getting to the point where I'm dressing her, but I'm telling you, this don't be me, because if I messed up on doing the skin after I dressed, I would be so upset, because I put some of the stuff that I put into the outfit and stuff, I don't have it in my arsenal. So if I mess it up, I can't replace the outfit. That's it. There's no going back. There's no second chances. So I highly recommend that you do have the patience to do all their skin stuff, all of that. Like, do that first. You won't regret that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do her little lips. Now, I found this amazing color, and it is even called Lipstick Neutral. Ooh, Lipstick Neutral. Oh gosh, now you're going to see how badly I painted my nails today, because you're so zoomed in. Don't judge. Let's see. Of course, I need to see better. So I got my trusty crafting glasses with the +6. That's how much they are magnified. And this is going to help me see better, so I can color her in, because it's a little hard to see her mouth. It's like her, I can't tell how her, it's like her teeth are showing or something. Okay, I think her teeth are showing, and that's what's confusing. Okay. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Can I really get my lips that divided? But I think that's what it is. Okay, we'll call it that. Okay. Now, the last thing I wanted to do, I gotta get those off my face because I can't see anything. The magnification is like, you have to keep that thing like up here, or you will not be able to see anything. I think it also looks really good is putting a little bit on the eye too, is like deepening, almost like eyeshadow, that same kind of mauve color. I think that looks really good as well. All right, so do I have a brunette? Do I have a blonde? What do I have? Guess I'm gonna go with, oh, what did I decide last time? I said last time that it was harder. So let's do a poll. If we had to say the best time of the year to do camp, is it in July or June? So let me know in the chat room. Say June or July. We'll just start there. June or July. And if you say June, please know that it would be after mid-June, because I would be accommodating after school ends, because I know that a lot of people are still dealing with school ending. And to the question about the coloring pages, these coloring pages will always either be in the activity pages, which are the add-on that is in the store, and they're going to be in a coloring book that we're going to sell in the on Amazon. So this is like an add-on product that we are trying to sell. We had to pay for all of these illustrations to be done, so we definitely have to make some money at it. Okay, so I gave her, she's got a little bit of some highlights in her hair. Okay, and I also need to color her ear because now she looks like a little spot girl. Okay, so I'm not sure about her earrings. I think that can't be determined until we know what we're gonna put on her. This is the fun part. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is make her a pattern. So, Mark created a little poll, and so far 62% is voting for July and 38% is voting for June. So let your voice be heard. Get out the vote. Too soon. Let's get this done. All right. I'm making a collar. Hopefully I didn't just mess that up. Now, oh, okay. Hi, Amanda. No, so none of the levels of the membership have them. It's that activity page add-on, just to be clear. I just want to make sure. Okay, I think that's what you're saying, the $5 bundle. So just that what I call them, the activity pages add-on. So they come with like a honey, and we'll still keep putting a honey in there, but we're going to make a whole coloring book of honeys and release them on Amazon. That's our super secret project we've been working on for a while. So that's what we're really excited to get that. I'm really excited to get them done now that I see them all in my hand. I'm like, oh, now it's real. Okay, so all I'm doing is just tracing this. I actually don't I'm going to do the top part of her dress like in something different than the bottom part. I'm going to go very Project Runway here and be more. And then I'm making these little cuffs. I'm just going to make a note where the cuff is kind of like different. maybe I'll cut those out. So this is actually a sleeve. So either if I don't cut this out, this piece right here, all that would happen is this would all be just one solid piece. So there would be no seaming here or anything. Otherwise, I'll just add the seaming after the fact. Okay, so that's one piece right there. And then I'm going to add another piece, which is the lower part of the dress here. I'm going to do that out of a different piece of paper. So this is just vellum I'm using. Vellum is very easy to get your hands on. So that's what my little dress pattern looks like. So it's not perfect or anything like that. You don't have to worry about making it, I just need to put on my lips. I feel like they're getting dry. Okay. And let's get moisture in here. Hello, Miss Grace. Welcome to the show. Okay, so we're going to cut our little patterns. I have this little collar piece, and I don't know what I'm going to do. It's a pretty tiny little collar. It'll be interesting to see if I can actually cut something out that's that tiny. It'd be cool if I could cut that out of like gold or something. Same thing with these little cuffs. If I could actually cut something that like is this tiny, this little piece here and that little piece there. But we shall see. So you could, this is the test for you, is to see if you know, how ambitious do you want to be and how much fun are you having doing it, because this could open up a whole new world for you. If you know how to sew, I mean, this could be really, really fun. I think we talked about that last week, is how many of us like took home ec and which, you know, you learn how to do, I think, some basic sewing in home ec. I remember more of the cooking in home ec than I do in some like cleaning. We had to learn how to clean. I don't remember anything else that stands out to me. I took a sewing class in the 8th grade, which I am really grateful for, because my mom she sewed and she made different things, but she didn't teach me how to sew. She taught me how to thread my bobbin, like if I had problems with it, and she got me a sewing machine, but she didn't sit there and teach me how to sew. So I don't think I would have learned had I not had that class. Okay, so there's my dress in full. Here, let's put this to the side. Okay, so it's going to be 2 pieces. Let's go to Mood and do our shopping. What are we going to wear? So I found this in my arsenal, and this is actually a bunch of hexagons, and these hexagons are from projects from like making stuff I did in Camp Reset. It's like making all those little hexagon pattern things I've made. So I pulled them out because they're such small pieces, but they're full of like really good, like even little scraps like this can be really great for your projects, because the pieces can be small enough that like you'll be able to cut, you know, something might actually fit a small pattern or something, if you actually, maybe not this one, but something else. So go through all of your little scraps, because you might be able to use some of them for a project like this. Here I have like a butterfly that I deliberately punched. I wanted this butterfly, but it could be really cool to use it as an embellishment on her dress. So these can have a really cool S is for sew. these can have a cool implication. Like this right here fits the width of her dress. So if I wanted to, I could incorporate that into her dress as if it's part of the pattern. Like this is something I would have loved wearing in the 90s. I was so into like cool graphic stuff like this. It looks like it fits more towards the base, like the width of it. But that's kind of funny that it's S's verso. So just a thought, like that's something that I would do is like, you know, use something that's highly graphic and use it as part of it, make it kind of funky. I have like these little space girl and little boy here. So I thought I'm going to pull these out. A lot of these, I like, this is like when you have a pattern that you're trying to just like get on the, oops, sorry, that was off camera. So you're just trying to get like half of it because it's going to go off edge when you're trying to build that hexagon pattern. That quilt pattern is like my favorite little trick to do in a workshop. So there's a lot of different ways you can construct a garment. Absolutely, Darlene. Camp Reset will have absolutely nothing to do with the membership. It's open. It'll be, I'm going to be marketing that to everybody and their aunt and uncle. Well, sorry, not uncles, aunts. It's open to everybody. So I want everybody to come. All the girls, all the grown-up girls. So it doesn't have anything to do with just the membership. But people in the membership will somehow, some way, I will end up doing something about for people that are in the membership. So there'll be something done differently that month for people in the membership with their content. So it's not overwhelming that month and that it all blends together and makes sense. So I'm going to just hold on to that because I just think that's kind of neat. I'm not married to it, but I like it. Another thing I grabbed was this really fun, it's one of the little marketing strips that are on the bottom of the paper. I thought that could be fun for the bottom of her dress too, like that. It could also, I thought it would be a possibility of like, maybe I would have a reason to use it somewhere in a garment. So it might be something I use here at the top, like up here or down here. So I'm just going to hold that one out. Another thing I thought about, this is an original TRG piece from the Simple Stories collection. I was trying to, I didn't want to spend too long in that little box that I was looking through, so I was looking through there very quickly. I'm going to keep looking. I don't want stuff to be identical to what I grabbed last week. And I think the stuff I grabbed last week were these three things. So I'm going to pull those out so I don't do it again. And that too. Because we want to do something different. Now, another thing that I could do is sort of build a scene on her dress. Like, wouldn't that be cool if her dress was like the back of this book? I wonder if there's a page in here that looks like that. Because so far it's just like pictures of the cacti, so you can identify it, but it's not like a scene. But that would be, I think, such a cool dress. Like that would be a cool dress because the color would be amazing. The contrasts in that. Plus I love the text with that blue and the flower. That's something that would totally catch my eye. So something like that. That is really neat. This flower right here could be really cool on her dress, like printed after the fact. An abstract flower print afterwards. So that's why I grabbed this little book when I was seeing the Dress the Honey project, because I thought any of these little graphics, like think about these in terms of fashion. Think about the type of t-shirts you see on Amazon or the type of t-shirts you gravitate to at Target or wherever it is that you shop. Like what kind of things would you wear? There's a lot of retro advertising and retro styles that are like really popular. They're trending again. You know, people love to wear vintage advertising again. So those kinds of things, like you think about how you're kind of like recreating those types of garments. It's kind of fun. So that's kind of like how I think about it when I'm picturing this. Like just even taking my pattern, you can take your vellum and kind of lay it over the dress and think about like how would this look if I was just cutting that out. What a cool fun print. And you wouldn't almost realize like what am I even looking at, because it would be cut out of there. You wouldn't even know for sure what that pattern is, you know. So like you could even test run your pattern to see what that would even look like. So like here I could test run this and so like to me this is like such a cool a cool pattern, even though it's super weird. But it's like this little, it's like it looks like a person kind of like hiding in a bush. And the top part is the flower, and then there's a little bit of text. Like to me that is like really weird, and I really like it because it doesn't make sense. So that would be a really cool way of doing a test run with your vellum and seeing what you like, you know, when you're making fashion for your honeys. This is so very much like a 12-year-old girl project to me. It kind of reminds me a little of fashion plates, a little bit of paper dolls, but like in a really cool way. But it's more Project Runway because we're being really high end. I really, trust me, I really think this would be so cool. Look how fabulous a dress that would be. If you could just capture like this cool scene with the little sun, kind of like the mountains there. And look, it would go across the sleeves like that. Oh, that would be so bomb. But I don't want to get rid of my cover. I don't want to cut into it. I don't want to do it. 1974. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. There you go, Michelle. Use the good dishes. No craft hoarding the supplies. I love that, Michelle. Use the good dishes. Don't hoard your supplies. Use the good stuff. And this is the good stuff, not a copy. I want to use the good stuff, the real stuff, because it's going to look so good. It just is. It's going to look the best if I just use it as is. So let's get it right the first time. So let me.
So you're paused, I think.
I'm paused?
Yeah.
Why am I paused?
Is your YouTube still going on your iPad?
No.
Okay. We're dropping frames. Right, I think it's back.
Okay. So apparently we were dropping frames and friends. Apparently when you when you drop frames, that it manages to drop people too. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Hold please. Thank you, Bethany. Ah yes. The classic hold please. Hold please while I start dropping you. I'm so sorry, my friends, that I just hung up on you. Please forgive me. That was so rude. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can get. pink and yellow flowers in this dress. All right. Michelle has shamed me, so I am going to cut into the back of this book. She said, "Don't hoard your craft supplies. Use the good dishes." And ooh, so if it goes wrong, I know exactly who to blame. All right. I'm doing it. I'm cutting into it. My poor little 50-year-old book. It's just given its little life. Well, at least the back cover. Okay. But it shall be splendid. It's going to be splendid. It shall have a new life. Okay. So, now, how does one hold this so that it will not move? Okay, this is what's going to be tricky. Tricky Ricky. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I believe I have repositionable glue stick. So, I am going to put a little bit of this, and I don't know how well this is even going to work on. Okay, so I'm going to try and hold it here. So I'm holding it. Oh gosh, please tell me I'm doing this right. Okay, I'm going to go in here. All I'm doing is I'm going to cut this up to the top of this dress. I don't know why I started talking like that. It sounded like the mad scientist from Bugs Bunny. You know how when he starts chasing him? Come back here, you rabbit. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. Don't pretend you don't. Okay, I got the sides cut. So now it is just a matter of... This is my plan. My plan is... I don't think it will be cool having this part of the dress. I think it will be more cool is if I just cut this part and have this against something else. Now the trick is to know where I need to cut that. So this is what I'm going to do. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am just I believe, I have faith. This is gonna work out. Okay, so I drew a line along the mountain because I need to cut a different paper for that. Okay, so I'm taking this away, and now what I'm gonna do, I hope my brain has figured this out, because otherwise, does this make sense? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm gonna cut along the mountain range and the tops of these little cacti, because that would look weird to me if I just cut them off. And I'm going to go along this little ridge line here. Woo! Okay, it is a little hard to cut. They're so skinny. Okay. All right, that's the lower part of the dress, okay? So I just need this. See how it's right there? So I need a pattern for it to lay upon right here. So I'm going back to Mood to go shopping for some paper. Now, normally I love to mix up my papers as an example, is I love putting something that's like really pretty and florally with something like ledger paper. I just love that. So in this case, it would look like do it like that. So it would look like that. So I could bring this up so that the top part of the dress had the word balance in it, for instance. Maybe it doesn't, but I could do it that way if I wanted to. Like that. But I shall press on because I'm gonna keep that because I think that this gold will look really amazing. Maybe I'll even put it on the little cuffs because what I need to find is a top part of the dress and then that piece. And it might end up being that they're all the same. I might end up using that. So this is from the Crepe Paper Wonder, and look how awesome that looks together because there's the pink and yellow. And also this does have that Southwest look to it. So I do need to find something that could also work for the top part of the dress, or this is the top part of the dress, like the sleeves. Oh, is it though? Let me make sure that I could actually cut that out because maybe I can't. Oh, I don't think I can. Oh, the only way that I can use this piece is only for this part. Okay, how would this look? So it would go like this. But isn't that cool? So this would be right here, and then I would have to find different sleeves. I still think it would be better sleeves than that, but it's still cool. I just don't think I can get the sleeves in there. It's just not enough room. Let's see. Do I dare to hope? Okay, this is why we buy the little paper pads, because the scale of them is so great. So this is Heidi Swap Carefree. And it has a very Southwest feel to it. So we've got these like cloudy skies. So isn't this fun? It's like I have all my girlfriends over and we're all playing paper dolls. So this one, the only problem with this for this one is like you really can't tell that's a blue sky. Like it's going to have to be put in a place where it's like really obvious. Like that. Bye, Bren. Come back to see the dress. Okay, so it's like that. Because I don't think it would make good sleeves, but it could make a good bodice. Because then it would kind of like make sense for it to be the sky, right? Because these are actually mountains, and so that could be the sky. So if that was the case, let's just pull this out so that it's like a bolt of fabric at Mood. So we're pulling that out. That's a possibility. I don't like to be too literal. You know, I feel like that's a little too literal. I like to be way more like things that don't make sense. That makes a little too much sense. Okay, another possibility is these could be sleeveys. Not do the sky. This could be the bodice is like this sewing thing. Sewing pattern. It's like a it's another crepe paper. You guys remember this one? I forget the collection name, but this is like old. So this could be a crepe paper, sorry, a part of the bodice, and then I could do the sleeves in that. Possibly. I wish I could do it in this. That's such a bummer. What if I could do the sleeves in this if I absolutely did not use, if I make sure that I have a different cut, if I do not do the cuffs. See how the cuffs are like off the paper and so is the collar? So if I commit to not doing the collar or cuffs I would have enough paper to do this. I think this would be really good. I don't know. Something tells me it would. I'm so torn. And then there's this one. This would be good too. I think. I don't know. Would it? Okay, I'm going to cut something out of this just so that I have it. Okay, how do I do this? Because if I do it, I've really done it. Like, that's it. I can't go back. Okay, so I'm going to do this one so that it says sewing book. Gosh. Ooh. Please don't let me slip. Hold it. Hold this down. Gosh. I do not want to have a moment where I do this wrong. Okay, the worst thing that would happen is I just have to recut my pattern. That's really all that would happen. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. There's that. And then, oh, actually, it doesn't matter if I cut that. They'll just have something to sit upon. There you go. See, like that. See how that's more subtle? I think that's better. All right, let's get this part of the dress on her, and then let me see. I don't know if you have to have the, yeah, I think I can put the sleeves on after. Grace, it is on. Okay, there's different ways to watch Project Runway. So you can go, if you have Peacock, you can watch all 20 seasons and the Project Runway All-Stars. If you have Hulu, you can watch, so there's different ways to watch it if you don't have Peacock. That's the one easiest way to watch it. And if you don't have it, it costs like $7.99 or $13.99 for 1 month. So if you wanted to binge watch all of it, and you can binge watch all of it for $13.99 and be done, including the All-Stars. However, Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch, I think it's like they have most of it. They're missing, they stop at season 16. So you're missing 17 and 20, and you can watch 18 and 19 on Hulu. Sorry, Netflix. It's kind of hard. I had to kind of jump around, but Prime has the majority of it if you have Prime. It just matters what you have access to. I just found that getting Peacock for 1 month at $13.99, so I didn't have to watch ads. I think that's the one without ads. I felt like that was the easiest one, just to be able to watch it all and be able to be, yes, I've seen it all. Okay, now here's the sleeves. So we have this. Okay, so I got that part of the dress done. Look how cute. I love that. Okay. Will I still love the sleeves? I hope so. Okay, so it fits. Yeah, it's really weird. It's like it literally fits on here as long as you do not cut those cuffs. I guess the collar does fit here. I don't know. Does it though? I feel like maybe I'm just fooling myself. I don't think it does. All right. I love the scale of the pattern. I feel like it's so perfect though. That's my only problem, is I feel like this is a possibility. All right, let me try this paper. This is a possibility. It's a little on the dark side. I wish it had more color. This is actually going to be harder to hold on to that I cut it instead of making it be all one piece. But it is what it is. I cut it. I did it. Okay, so let me get this. Okay, so I'm going to tack it down with my repositional paper. Let me know in the chat room what you guys are working on. Okay. We're going in. We're going in. I'm going to try this pattern. I'm going to cut it along with the little neck piece and the cuffs. And I'm going to go back and see if I can make those pieces out of the gold glitter. I might have to, like, I don't know, eyeball them or something. They're so tiny. I don't know that I'll be able to. It'll be interesting to see what I can do here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So um okay, so that's what it would look like if I added the dark sleeveys to it. So I'm gonna, so there's that one. Oh my gosh, I would love to use this pattern so much. All right, Michelle, you can do it. Michelle's walking 5 miles. Go, Michelle Spencer. Be an example to all of us, especially me. Okay, I'm going to keep looking. That's cool. Look at that. That would be cool. This one right here. I really like that. I felt like this one had... And there's that. Then there's this one. It's got a lot of the same kind of like color palette that would look good with that. I don't know. Hi, Miss Sarah. We are using OBS. That is how you get the 2 cameras set up. It gives you that multi-camera situation. All right, I'm going, I really like this too. So let me see here. I feel like I will be regretful if I don't at least try this one, because these lines are so yummy. I'm channeling my inner designers. I want to make sure I've tried all the things, and does it matter which way the lines go? Let me see. They actually kind of go different directions, so that might be either crazy or genius. I'm not 100% on that one. I don't know if I like that, so I'm gonna keep going. I think this one will be more interesting. So let's keep going. Let's try another top. We're cutting it off. Sarah, do you have a YouTube channel? Going down here. Okay, so I'm hoping for the best that this is going to be awesome. Another thing I can do is just redraw the little cuffs on here, you know, and redraw like the little lines. Maybe I don't have to put the little gold detailing on there, but I do think it will probably look amazing if I did. So I am going to try to do that, because that is my first instinct, and everything I've learned from watching a million episodes of Project Runway is go with your first instinct. Otherwise, you could be eliminated. Okay. Okay. Look at that. What do you think? Do we like it? Do we not like it? Is it a go? Is it in? Do I like that? See, I don't know. That one's so iffy. I think that's really cool. I think I will like it more when I have the little gold detailing on it. Let me try, where's that little thing? Let me try adding that little gold detail. This will be interesting. It's so tiny. I don't know if I can even get it cut. Okay, Penny says she's decorating her Hobonichi. Are you guys busy? Are you guys busy actually crafting? I'm asking for people to tell me what they're crafting, and I have crickets. Crickets, I tell you. Okay, I am having the hardest time. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Ah, so scary. I don't know. I'm cutting blindly. I don't know. It's just, is it going to look great? Is it going to look awful? Nope, it looks great. All right. So I got that little gold piece on there. I'm going to do a cuff next. Okay, Miss Birdie is lettering in her notebook. Okay, I got another cuff out. There's another one. I don't know, that does make a difference. I feel like those little details are kind of snappy. However, it is going to be a little difficult to put, you know, with this little gold detail, it's going to be hard to put something on her earrings because I don't want it to, I don't want it to conflict with what she's got going on her neck piece. That either it's going to be like samesies, like too matchy matchy, or it's going to be a conflict. Gosh. Okay, put on another. Okay, Sherry Davis said she's made 2 cards and now she's just watching. Okay, now I got this one done. Okay, so there we go. My question is, does this look a little too boring in the middle? Does that need to be blinged up somehow, or is that okay? I want it to look at like kind of weird. I want it to be, I don't know, I want it to be like have text and kind of look, I don't know. How do I feel about this? Where's that little piece of, did I take that? Yeah, I took that's right here. Will I like it if it goes to that? Probably not. I don't like that color palette. Do I? Do we like that? I don't like that. I feel like it's a lot, it's very flat. What can I do to make that more spicy? I just feel like it's a little, Where's that little graphic I had earlier that I was like, oh, I really like stuff like this. It's really, what did I do with that? She's like a little hexagon. Is it under this? Okay, so all these little dress patterns and stuff, I've been putting them off to the side because they are like, here's the dress for the bottom of it, because you never know, you can always print out another honey and then you'll have the pattern to make more clothes. Aha, here it is. Okay. I don't know why I thought I needed her. Her color palette is all wrong. All wrong. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can. Okay. It is not too late to get them off. That's one of the wonderful blessings of 32-pound paper. Is that it doesn't tend to, the embellishments you put on it, I feel like there's like there's a little bit of time before the things get to an adherence level. You got time. Okay, so let me try that again. I feel like something, this is too meh. There's my gold pieces. So did I already glue that down? No. Okay, so that's one option right now. That's the other option. I'm I'm just meh about that, but maybe it's because I didn't have the right piece in between. So I'm going to keep hunting because what I want to feel is very like, yes, this is it. This is the right one. All is well in my soul. That's what I suggest that you're looking for, is that kind of, you want that kind of resolution. Is, let me see here. So what if it was this? No. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, okay. I'm just very nervous about this paper. I just feel like I'm not going to be able to get that piece on there, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I think Miss Michelle, you're telling me to go forth. It's just, makes me nervous because I feel like I can't get a good purchase on here. It's like, where am I going to stick this so that it will fit? Okay, I think right here. All right, I'm going in. Ooh, so scary. This is scary. La 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 la. Oh gosh, oh gosh. I, oh boy. Okay. Now I'm gonna have like a little divot right there in the shoulder. Okay, so do I just cut? If I cut straight across, I will not have that anymore. I can't, so I can't do that. I do this. Move. I feel like I'm performing surgery. Okay. So I'm going to cut that. Okay, so I'm going to pretend to just cut it there. And I'm going to cover it up with the gold glitter. Which maybe the gold glitter won't even look good with this. So maybe I won't even be able to use the gold glitter. Save me, which I'm definitely going to need saving. Okay, it's going to be really funny if I do all this and it turns out this just wasn't good either. But here's the thing, one way or another, like Deborah Harry says, one way or another, I'm going to either use it as a bodice or as the top. And maybe that will, one of these things I'm going to use. Okay, so how do I get that? Get this away. Okay. Okay, so if I had to, it's gonna be all wonky. Yep, it definitely needs the gold. Please tell me I didn't lose my little gold pieces. I don't see them. There they are. Okay, so far that is looking pretty bomb. Whew. Okay. Maybe I'm not going to like anything and I should just try to, I'm just not going to like anything and I should just leave these as two pieces or one piece. Is that possible? Hmm. Can it be resolved that way? I don't know if that can be resolved that way. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to try, but I don't know that it can that way either, because then the top is kind of strange. See, these are the things. This is the fun thing. See what's happening right now? I just want to point something out. My brain is engaged in creative thinking right now. It is engaged in a creative pursuit. It is problem solving. This is part of creativity. Creativity doesn't mean that we're just making pretty things. It's also figuring something out. And when I have it all figured out, I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be. But in the meantime, my brain is having to work for it. I'm trying to work for the resolution here. It's like it's a bustier. I don't hate that either. Good night, Susan. Melanie, the activity journal and the cozy the craftivity journal they're supposed to be printed double-sided. Hi, Denise. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So I do like that. I feel like that has now this feels more like to me that stands out more like a bustier. This all of a sudden feels more elevated, like fashion. So I actually am really liking this. This feels pretty delicious. As soon as I do this, I don't hate that. What will happen is I will have to draw like the seaming in here and the shoulder lines. Like I will just draw those in so it gives it some more definition and it's not flat. I'm just trying to decide, do I like that? Is that enough design? It just feels like this is kind of odd now, but somehow when it's like this, now the pieces feel like there's like now they feel like this is a proper bustier. Like I don't know. I kind of like that. Good night, Deb. I think I'm going to have a little wardrobe of these little tops. And I'll print her out again. Like I'll just keep trying because like some outfits in here I think are like they're just so excellent and they would be totally worth trying again. But as soon as I like put this one together this way, I'm like, it just immediately felt right. So let's go with that little instinct and just say, my intuition says that this is a good fit. This is a right fit. Let's do it. So let's glue her down, and then is this glued down actually, or did I? It's kind of not glued down anymore. Okay, don't use this glue. I think I used that glue to put it down, and that's why it came off so easily, is because I never put glue on it. I think that's the reason. Hey, smart tip, use repositional glue until you have worked out what you really like. Okay. What are we doing on time? What time is it? I have no sense of time anymore. It's 7:24. Okay. I really like that. I think that is really cool. And that is what I want for you. I want you to feel like you look at something you did and say, I really like that. That's really cool. Even if no one else, you're pretty confident that no one else would like that thing, it totally, if it makes your little heart sing, that is all that matters. Okay, so there's her little pieces, those little edges that she's got going. And then let's add the little details. So she had these lines, which are kind of already in this fabric. So it's like, I'm not sure how much. I'm going to kind of make this little demarcation line right here a little more obvious, so it stands out a little more here. Ooh, messed up that line. That's okay. It'll just look more artistic and sketchy. Like, I meant to do that. Now, as far as this scene goes, do I want to add anything to it? Let me add a little bit of definition there. Okay, so did I have, where did I do that box? It's right here, right in front of my eyeballs. Let's put, okay, this is where you make or break your little outfit, is by putting on too much embellishments or not enough embellishments. Look at that. That totally fits it perfectly, the width of that skirt. So I think that one's going to go there. I think I want to put earrings on her. Do I want to put green earrings on her? Or do I want her to have something that's contrasty? I have gold sparkle earrings. They're not as gold sparkly as what she's got on though. Ooh, that just came off the backing. So those are kind of dull in comparison. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I think that doesn't look as good. Thanks, Joanne. I'm the winner of Project Runway. All my dreams would come true. It's so impressive watching them. It really is. It's amazing people can just make those stunning, stunning clothing on such time constraints. Okay, let me get this one here. So one little trick that I have when I use my enamel dots is when you have a honey that's like their head is like facing away, what I'll do is I'll use one of the bigger dots in the forefront and then use one size smaller in the back. So it makes it look like a little bit smaller. So that's how I resolve that issue, so that it gives it that little, that perception that she's really got like distance. Okay, so let's get this little trim on the bottom of her dress, because I think that will be really stunning. This little stitch makes me think of like the little heartbeat monitor things. And then we have her shoes left to do. I do feel like she does need something at the top of her express, but I don't know what that is. I don't know that I have the right resolution. That's kind of cool. I'm going to cut this little piece. Okay, so I'm going to take a chance. Take a chance on me. And okay, so I just want to sit with this for a second. The problem that I see is the lines are going this way, and all the lines above it are going, other way. So that's like the biggest problem I have with it. So it's not, it is kind of cool. I do like it. There's something about it I like. I like the color, I think, with everything. But it's also jarring my eye. So I'm just gonna set that one aside. If you change your mind, first in line, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. Okay. Here's an option out of another crate paper. There's this one paper that has the word favorite moments in this lovely kind of like pinky, total reset girl pink. If I made this word smaller, ooh, I could make that word fit if it said favorite mom. How about favorite? I'm still okay. I like that one. That's a possibility. This is the kind of stuff I like to do, is put like things like that, or even something more abstract that like has less like what does that mean kind of thing. So like I cut this one out and it says and stories, and it's kind of ripped to the side. So Joanne says, Joanne, you've been watching Project Runway with me? What season are you on? Let me know. I would love to have someone to watch it with. Tell me. Which season are you on? So I do like this. This is neat. That is not jarring my eye. It's not bothering like my eye. It's kind of cool. It doesn't necessarily make sense. So you're on season 13. Season 13. Okay, let me draw you back to season 11. Do you remember season 11? Okay. Another option would be to kind of put it in some, like, see, like right there. That's kind of cool. I like that. So we'll leave that there. Right? So true. He would. He would. So you don't want it to go cheap. Okay. Were you happy with that winner? Because for me, that is probably my favorite designer of the entire series. That would be season 11. That winner is my favorite. There's something about her style that I just absolutely love. Because it's quirky. Okay, I'm loving this. This is going somewhere. And I also just found this, which is that really cool, fun paper that I have from my original, what is this called? Paper project. Paper project. Paper, my paper punch buffet. Okay. Now, I do love a flower in the hair, and I know she's probably a little sophisticated for that, but I do love a flower in the hair, and I think it's really cool. I also love this embellishment so much. I kind of like it. It's almost like a hat, like a fascinator. How about I do that? I know a fascinator is totally not this like era or style. Work with me. Let me try and like paint my vision for you. But my favorite designer on Project Runway, she was all about little fascinators. I just love them. I wore one for my wedding to that guy in there. So I do like that. Yeah. Hey, if I do this, if I do favorite moments and stories. Is that cheesy? Am I getting away from high fashion and getting more into like, is this becoming more like thrift store? I don't know. But I love her little fascinator. I can't help but loving what I do. I can't help it. You know what I need? I need a teardrop punch. Right? I need a teardrop punch. Is that what I need? Okay, find my little punches. I haven't used that one in a while. Okay, here it is. And I need this shiny gold that's going to be matching everything this woman has. I'm going to get... Sarah says, I love fascinators too. I have a whole Pinterest board of them. Sarah, you're my people. There you go. See? I'm just trying to make her like a cool little fascinator. So, as much as I can do with my little paper embellishments. So now she has like a little, here, let me show this to you. It's kind of hard to see. So there, I have a little gold teardrop and this little circle that's got like the little scallops on it. So I'm kind of putting, this circle is probably a little too big, but we're gonna look past that. Mostly because I don't think I have a way of making it smaller. Or do I? Okay, I don't think I have any. I guess I could punch one of these and make it smaller. What other punches do I have in here? I have a hexagon. I have a square. Oh, this is the cutest punch in the world. Oh my gosh. So this is a 1/2 inch circle. Look how cute this little punch is. It's so baby. It's so tiny. But I do think it's too little. It's like bigger than a punch. See? Isn't that cute? Oh, it's so cute. All right, but maybe it is the right size for a fascinator. Okay, so how would I do this? It's almost like a you are here. Does that look like a fascinator? Should I go back to the bigger one? Give me input. Give me input, girls. There you go, Michelle. She's the cool artsy girl in high school. That's what my friend was like. My bestie in high school. I had like a different friend every year in high school. And the one I had the last 2 years of school, she was very much a little make her own fashion kind of girl. I think this is, I don't know. Is this, the scale is kind of like, It's killing me. This feels too big, but the other one feels too small. All right, let me know what you guys think. I have a let me make two of them. I'll let this be a vote. Let's put it to a vote. That is Fascinator 1 and this is Fascinator 2, okay? So, let me know. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Do I have any other types of embellishments? Do I have any fabricy things? Do I have any what do I have? I'm trying to think about any of my other types of materials. See what happens when you go Project Runway style on your Dress the Honeys. It is so fun, girls. This is fun. My favorite little things to do are the little index cards, my little scrapture cards, the Dress the Honeys. These have really I've been really thinking about, like, what are the things that you have really loved doing, and just go back to those things. Okay, where are we at? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? I don't want to vote because I can't decide. I do think, but the pattern in that, I really like it. This is actually one of my favorite-y things. I wish I still had this paper. I think this paper is from a Tim, what's his face? A paper pad that came from, if I had to guess, I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. What is this? Is this another one of those? This is small. Is this the same size? That's the same size. All right, so here's some cool little fun pieces in here that I kept. Like these. Like, save these little things because this could become part of your fashion. Like, that could have been a cute part of, like, the bottom of a shirt. It could become the top of a shirt. See how the top part of her shirt? It could still be the top part of her shirt. Look at that. Boom. Have I made you a believer yet? Dress the honeys, dress the honeys. I don't know how I could make this a workshop that would be short. Do I know how to do short workshops? But I definitely think that it would be a fun workshop for Camp Reset. Camp Reset 2025. Pass it on. What did we agree? Did we agree to, I think July 1, girls. I think it did. Oh my gosh. Did I just come up with my new favorite finish for this dress? I think I did. Come on, Cactus, work with me. Now, I think I might have to... Okay, I think I need to curve the top of this for it to, like, fit well. I need to, what do they always say? I have to, do my fittings on my model. Woo! That was almost a disaster. Okay. We need to move our store mood out of the way. And I don't know what happened to my little patterns. I'm not sure what I did with them. Doo-dah. I think I see one of them. Okay. Ooh. This is not the easier one to work with. Is it this? Okay, so I just want to show you. I'm gonna hold it a little lower than the line, and then I'm going to cut it along that curved line so it will fit into this little recess of her top, and also glue more. This little cactus does not want to. Oh my gosh. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think I'm in love now. Do you think that I ever imagined in a million years that all of my introvert make believe play would ever translate to a weird a weird career in my 40s and then into my 50s? No. Neither did I. So weird. All right. That is bomb. Girl squeal. Insert here. Okay, did I get an answer? Okay, so I got a lot of twos, so I'm going with two. Two it is. Two it is. Two it is. Two, two, two. Two a day. All right. So, that's what we're doing is we're going with that one. However, it is still not complete. I do need something to resolve it needs more. It's not a complete fascinator. It's not fascinating yet. It's not fascinating me. It bores me. It displeases me. So how do we make it more fabulous? I have an idea. This little circle was much smaller. So I could, let's see, what if I made a smaller circle to go under the teardrop? And if I do that, what is the smaller circle made of? So yet another pattern or fabric or something. How about a stamp? Weird. There's a fish. I think. Yeah. All right, I'll vote. Go away. Okay, number 2 won by far and away. It was the winner, the clear winner. I'm looking through to see if there is any. Look, there's a little parrot. I don't know. I'm just a butterfly. You know, I have a thing for the butterfly lately. That could be something. I feel like I need something to cut out and be part, but a parrot and the desert are just not, that doesn't make sense. How about this butterfly? That's not an amazing butterfly. I need a, if I'm going to do a butterfly, it needs to be amazing. Okay, so these are parrots. Parrots they're not the right thing. Birds? How about a bird? Oh my gosh, I love, love, love her dress now. That number 5 was just epic. It was epic. Okay, these are actually real stamps. Mozambique. This is a Mozambique stamp. These are reproduction stamps. These are like stickers, but these are real. Okay, let me get the. So this Mozambique stamp has this beautiful butterfly in it. Oh, that blue and the that's delicious. Now, what if I end up? That is some serious fussy cutting. They make tinier fussy cutting scissors than what I have. Cannot believe I am cutting into my little stamp. My perfect little Mozambique stamp just to get this butterfly. But he's getting a little tiny bit of a blue trim. So he's got a little bit of color with him that's coming along for the ride. Okay, so I know that this is gonna, it would lay flat in a, you know, in a perfect world, it would lay flat in my book, but I'm actually going to hang this up. I might even frame this one. So I can make this butterfly a little three-dimensional by bending its wings a little bit. And then okay, now I have that song and stuck in my head. Did it to myself. Oh, I should probably turn it that way. And oop. There, it has a little bit of dimension. Do think reddish. I feel like her color of her lips a little on the pale side. She needs a little bit more substantiation on that. And then do I like it without? I think I'm gonna leave the word favorite off for right now and just let that sit. And then I'm gonna put the words moments and stories on her dress. This actually might be my most favorite honey I've done to date, and I actually have some that I absolutely adore, and I think I have broken through the third dimension. Okay. I love her so much. Oh, I think if I do the bottom part of her wings down, then the top part will be there. I wish I had not gotten that on the bottom of her jawline. She looks like she's got jaundice or something. All right, so I'm going to leave this favorites off to the side and just let that sit, because I think that white space with the number 5 is kind of nice, but I will decide on that. Decide later. Okay, what time is it? I think I spent the majority of my time just talking about just dealing with this one girl. But you know what? That is okay. I kind of wasn't sure if it would be like I would do like multiple girls. Like last time I was able to do 2. But sometimes you might only be able to do, I've spent 2 hours working on her. Oh, and look, I'm not even done. I didn't even do her shoesies. Wow, what color shoes does this girl wear? I should give her coral shoes like my wedding shoes. I have these fabulous coral shoes that I wore for my wedding. They're my only heels that I kept them with me. But I feel like she has these lovely little pops of color in her dress. So I feel like, and you know what? My heels look a lot like that too. They're like little cute vintage T-straps. So I think I'm going to go, do any of these relate? Whoop! I feel like I want to use my, markers. I feel like the color will be better here if I use not only the color but the way that it colors in. So here's coral pink. So these have a they have the chisel, but they have like a fine tip, And a fine tip, which is nice for like detail, isn't what I was hoping for, like getting more coverage. So these are two. Those are too dark. How is everybody doing? I feel like I feel like those are too orangey. Let's try this color, Scarlet. This sounds like a very deep pink. Okay, well, should I go with this? Here's another one. That one's red, very red. Red. The only other one is this is called Conch Shell. Wow, that's very dark. All right, we're going with this one. It is called Scarlet. Are we though? Let me see. What was this called? Coral Pink. I think this was the... Thank you, Michelle Spencer, for shaming me into doing it. She said, this fabulous outfit was brought to you by being brave and cutting into the cover of your precious book. Indeed. I didn't want to cut into that cover. And it definitely wouldn't be the same if I had taken a copy of it and done a scan. Like, it just, the vibrancy wouldn't be the same. I'm giving her bright, happy shoes. Sometimes you just have to use the original stuff and not be the hoarder. Indeed, I was just kidding. You didn't shame me. I just think it's funny to say it that way. Okay, once I get these little feet tapping in. Okay, so the next Late Night Crafty Club is on the calendar. It is on our public calendar that I have linked in the description box. I also sent out the newsletter for the Late Night Crafty Club if you're not on that newsletter, so that you get reminded when we're going live. That link is also in the description of this video. And we also have the membership open, which you are welcome to join. We would love to have you. There are 2 tiers of membership. One is just $5 a month. And it is a fabulous platform. It is on its own app. So it's very easy to just check in from your phone on a very lovely to navigate app, which is a lot of fun. And many members of the Late Night Crafty Club are part of that membership. What else should I tell you? So that's, and then there's the Reset Girl newsletter. So that is a separate newsletter. And I have fun newsletters going out on that one. Fun. I've been up in my newsletter game. I just got to send out another newsletter because I have a goal. I have a goal to meet. I swore I was going to do 2 newsletters as my goal for February. So we will be having another Late Night Crafty Club, I believe on the 21st. If you are in the clubhouse, I just added a new event for the event calendar for Miss Michelle. I added that today, so you have something on there. Shalizar. Hello, good day to you. I'm so happy to see your little face. And Michelle says we had 2 new members join. So thank you and welcome to the membership. That is wonderful. And we are happy to have you. So what else do I need to tell you before we, I think that is all. I'm going to be working my little heart out to get some new stuff launched into the shop. I have more stuff I've been working on, designing, getting stuff. I'm just curious. I'm curious. Would anyone be interested in a collection of finished honeys, little art print honeys? I'm just wondering for a friend. Oh, thanks, Michelle. It's on the 22nd. I thought it was the 21st. The 22nd. It's on the calendar. And don't trust me here in the live because I don't have a calendar in front of me. I clearly was doing it by my bad memory. I am so in love with her. I think she's wonderful. She has nice eyebrows too. Very thick, like Brooke Shields. She kind of looks like Brooke Shields that got a haircut. Doesn't she? She has a Brooke Shields quality to her. I really like that. Okay. So next Late Night Crafty Club, make sure to grab something crafty to bring to the event, to our live. So suggestions: an unfinished project. Do you have something sitting around that you have not finished? This is a great opportunity. I think Susan Lloyd, this was her idea, of bringing something that, working on projects that you have not finished. And all of us have stuff like that. So the Late Night Crafty Club is your 2 to 3 hour time period of working alongside. It's like a co-working session, if you will. That's a very popular term in the what would I call that? The little online entrepreneurial world. So there's a lot of people that love to kind of like work together. It feels like you're accountable and it doesn't feel lonely. So that's this kind of look at it as that kind of event. Only it's a fun thing. It's not homework. It's like recess. It's art school. It's art time. Whatever that thing is that you loved in school, it's that. It's Heads Up 7-Up. What's the fun thing that you loved? I mean, I think we can all relate to like the rainy day and we had to stay in. I don't know about you, but I loved when it rained and there was Heads Up 7-Up. Because I didn't like recess. I didn't like going out on the playground. So this is the grown-up version of Heads Up 7-Up to me. So there you go, Mary Ellen. She always has unfinished projects. So the Late Night Crafty Club is your unfinished project time. It's your newfound appreciation for like fun, simple crafting. Whether it's like picking a playbook, which we have playbooks in the store that are available for sale. We have the activity pages that are launched this year for sale. We have January and February. They are just $5 each. We have, what else can I suggest? Oh, the index cards. I've been working on those. I have lots of ideas of things I've shown you that you can do with just plain old index cards, and using that 3x5 template to cut out more out of your scrapbook paper stash that many of us have. So, right? That's right, Grace. Duck, duck, goose. Same thing when you were younger. Oh, the anticipation of being goose. Oh, okay. So all the unfinished things, bring them. Make an assignment and say, okay, in the month of February, in the month of March, you're my unfinished project I'll be working on in the Late Night Crafty Club. Do that and show up. And because many of you have been showing up and being consistent about showing up, which is wonderful. Thank you very much. That's such a wonderful gift to me, and to each other, because it's so nice to reinforce that feeling of community. Many people here are introverts, which is why the Late Night Crafty Club was born in the first place, because introverts can always be found home on a Friday night. Go out? What are you talking about? We don't go out. Yes, that's why I started it, is because I did not go out on Friday nights. That's crazy talk. So I just found that I was like, I don't really have much to do on a Friday night. So the Late Night Crafty Club was born. And that is really a big engine of my Instagram was talking about being an introvert, and many introverts came to my Instagram. So it just kind of like continued on into the YouTube universe, and then on into my my camps and the other things that I've done. Is it's just a very introverted space, and which is wonderful. And us introverts, we love having an extrovert friend. Every introvert should have an extrovert friend in their back pocket. They're the Swiss Army knife that every introvert should have. I'm telling you. If you don't have an extrovert friend, get one. They will save you at every social event you have, at every awkward thing you have to deal with in life. An extrovert friend is wonderful. You can pop them out, pull them out of your pocket. like a little ninja. So, okay. So anyway, so whatever that little crafty project is, that's what you should bring, whether it is a creative project, I should say. And for some of you, it is crocheting, it is knitting, it is sewing. Put your sewing machine together and pop on the TV. Sewing is great. It can be art journaling. It doesn't even have to be creating anything. Use this time to organize and sort through your craft supplies, your creative stuff, declutter. There's the endless amounts of things that need to be organized and decluttered. That's like a never ending thing. So use that time to do it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, she said. It will, and it shall. There you go. See, Birdie, we need extroverts. So I'm always happy that there's extroverts here. They need time to wind down too. And we love to have you. I speak to the introverts because they are the vast majority, but I just want you to know, we love you extrovert girls. What would we do without you? What would we do without you? You allow us to be quiet at the table while you guys all talk. You allow us to sit in the back of the room and watch from afar. If we didn't have you, we would have nothing to watch and nothing to listen to. Am I right? Am I right, introvert girls? So anyway, there you go. Purpose Poetry Planning is offering her extrovert services. Oh, I love that. Oh, it's true. Okay. It is true. And that's okay. Every extrovert is extra. I'm telling you, you guys are extra. Totally worth it, though. Totally worth it. I speak from experience. It is totally worth. It's totally worth it. And absolutely, Denise, if you don't have kitty ears, a tiara, totally acceptable. All I ask is you slip into your jammies, grab something to sip, and grab whatever it is you feel inspired to do. Whether that is an unfinished project, a simple craft, it's something, a textile to work with, it is something to organize, it is something to spend your time doing something that's going to enhance your creative life because you got yourself organized, cleaned up, using that time. Whatever it is, it's always moving you forward in getting creative and using your gift, using your gifts and your talents. You're doing it for your future self, your future crafty you. Maybe you don't feel very crafty in the moment, so maybe that's a good time to just do the most like mundane thing. Like, I'm going to sort through my papers while I'm sitting here listening to her do this. So just listen to me yap, yap, yap while you just do something simple. Sort through papers, sort through embellishments, organize some things. Your future crafty self will thank you. When you are ready to raring to go, you will have all of that stuff beautifully organized and ready to craft. And you will just be like, I am so glad I took the time to do that. Right? All right. Okay, my sweet friends. I am going to go now, and I have very much appreciated and enjoyed spending time with you. I actually had pulled out the trivia cards from the game that we played last time, what's it called? Mind the Gap. But I found that I didn't actually remember to really pull them out because I was having so much fun dressing the honey. So I will have them sitting here for next time because I think that's a really fun game and just something we can have, if I can remember, to ask a question periodically. So everyone say good night to each other. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. And I love that. Oh, so see, Cece said that she couldn't get dressed because in her jammies because she had to go pick up dinner. Understood. But we'll let it go this time. But you too, everybody have a fabulous weekend. Get some rest. Do something fun for yourself. You got hopefully you got your little creative little juices going and thinking about look through your little supplies and start looking at them as fashion accessories. And they come with these fashion accessories. Do you remember that? Every Barbie, every dolly, everything always had those little fashion accessories sold separately. Only that I just love that. Us girls we've grown up and now it's time to make our own fashion accessories and get these women dressed. So let's do this. So shall see you on the 22nd. And if you are in the clubhouse, I shall see you sooner than that. Oh, actually, there's also that weekend, that same weekend is also the tea party in the clubhouse. So that's the same weekend. The same weekend I have, I believe it is the same weekend I have the live stream for the Late Night Crafty. I believe the tea party is that same weekend. So be sure to check the events calendar in the clubhouse for the tea party if you are in the Explorer level, because I just want to make sure I'm saying the right thing on that. And I will be adding the Late Night Crafty Club to the events calendar in the clubhouse. That is one place I did not add it, okay? But it is on the Google Calendar. That is a public calendar for everybody. It is linked in the description below. So set that on your planners, on your reminders, so that you will be there and not be square. We do not want you to be square. I love your little faces. I will miss you until I see you again. Be very good. I'll see you soon. I love your faces. Bye, everybody.
Gather round, it's Friday night. Time for crafts and pure delight. Paper, scissors, let's get started. With vintage tape, we'll be wholehearted. Every honey deserves her day in the sun. With enamel dots, we're ready for fun. Layer in circles and punch stars too. In the Late Night Crafty Club, it's all for you. Glue sticks ready, let's make a plan. Planners in the office, supplies in hand. Honey half-season, whimsy arrows. Crafting magic like true heroes. Every honey deserves her day in the sun. With enamel dots, we're ready for fun. Layer in circles and punch stars too. In the Late Night Crafty Club, it's all for you. Doodads and gumballs, let's create a scene. Join the club where we live our dreams. So grab your scissors and come along. Together we'll craft and sing our song. Every honey deserves her day in the sun. With enamel dots, we're ready for fun. Layer in circles and punch stars too. In the Late Night Crafty Club, it's all for you. It's all for you. Slip into jammies, grab something to sip. Stickers and golden scissors, let's take a crafty trip. The playbook's open with listers, got a list. In this crafty paradise, our dreams coexist. Every honey deserves her day in the sun. With enamel dots, we're ready for fun. Layer in Crafty Club, it's all for you. It's all for you. Cards and pockets display our creativity. 32-pound paper, so smooth and buttery. Scrapture cards help your ideas flow. What will you make during the late night crafty show? Cards and pockets display our creativity. 32-pound paper, so smooth and buttery. Scrapture cards help your ideas flow. What will you make during the late night crafty show?